when I rode into a small mountain town in an empty freight car. My matted beard and my filthy hair would have reached nearly to my belt, if I had a belt. I wore a lice-infested, grimy Mexican poncho over a reeking pajama top and a ragged pair of jeans stuffed into cowboy boots with no heels. I carried a knife in one boot and a .38 revolver in the other. For 6 years I've been fighting for survival on skid roads and riding across the country in freights. I hadn't eaten in a long time, so was half starved and down to 130 pounds. I was mean and I was drunk. But I'm ahead of myself. I believe my alcoholism really began when I was 11 years old. My mother was brutally murdered. Until then, my life had been much the same as any other boy's who had lived in a small town during that period. One night, my mother failed to return home from her job at the car manufacturing plant. The next morning, there was still no sign of her or any clue to why she had disappeared. With great apprehension, the police were called. Since I was a mama's boy, this was especially traumatic for me. And to make matters worse, unbelievably worse, a few days later, the police came and arrested my father. They had found Mom's mutilated body in a field outside of town and wanted to question him. In that instant, the family life I knew was destroyed. My father was soon returned because the police found a pair of glasses that did not belong to him at the murder scene. This clue led to a man who had so brutally killed my mother. At school, the gossip was vicious. At home, there was chaos, and no one would tell me what was happening. So I withdrew and began to block out reality around me. If I could pretend it didn't exist, it might go away. I became extremely lonely and defiant. The confusion, pain, and grief had begun to subside when an article appeared in a